Hi guys, welcome to Smile, where there's always room for improvement. Today we're going to be talking about, drumroll please, hold on. Before we get on to our topic for the day, I just want to say I hope you guys had a happy holidays. And also, Happy New Year! It's finally the new year. 2020 wasn't exactly the year that most of us hoped for. Hopefully 2021 will be better. Anyways, so the thing I wanted to tell you was that I want to add something new to my channel. It's even though my channel is only five months old, which is it's not that old. I want to add something new that I think most of us could improve on. So it's called rest time. So it's technically kind of another different version of quiet time. So I have this book. It's a praise and promises book. Well, it's for girls, but we could still use it. So let me show you an example. So forgiveness. This forgiveness. So then we were talking about forgiveness. And then so I would read one of the verses, like let's just say 1 John 1 verse 9, something like a verse. Then after I read the verse, I would like read it a couple of times, and then you'll repeat after me. So then after that, there is like on the next page, it asks a question. So then after that question, you can pause the video, and then as you're pausing the video, you could answer the question. After that, we are going to pray for like 1 minute. So someone will set a 1 minute timer. Someone on set will set a 1 minute timer. And then for 1 minute, we will pray. It's going to be a really short prayer, but we'll try to make it as meaningful as possible. And this will all happen like before I sign off. So, let's get on to our topic. So, our topic for the day is, drumroll please, heroes. So, you're probably like, what do you mean heroes? Like, be more specific. Do you mean like heroes like Superman, Iron Man, all the kinds of man? Nope. Now you're probably thinking, do you mean like firefighters, police officers, doctors? Nope. And then you're probably like, what? There's no other kind of superhero. Well, there is a hero. You. And you're probably like, how am I? Because you're probably like, I'm not a hero. I'm just a regular person living a regular life. Well, that is technically not true. 1, God made you special, and 2, we all can be heroes. And you're probably like, Riley, you're crazy right now. Well, I'm not. At least I don't think I am. And also, it's true, we could all be heroes as long as we believe in ourselves. And I bet a bunch of you are saying like, which I don't like when people say this, like they say, I'm too young to do this, or I'm too old to do that. You're never too young or never too old to do anything, really. I mean, sometimes, but when it comes to being a hero, you're never too young or too old, or making a difference in that matter of fact. Because I've seen kids, or I've read about kids who done the amazing things. And of course, you probably read about grown-ups who done amazing things too. So it doesn't matter what age you are. It just matters if you have compassion for something and you want to help out. So yeah, and so now you're probably like, okay, how do I get this hero thing started? So how do you get that hero becoming a hero? It's 3 simple steps. Well, the beginning. So first you have to believe. So I'll show you. So let's just say this is you. You're walking in the park with a river and swans. Just imagine a beautiful place on that day. So then you have this love for nature, let's say. And then you see pollution, like a soda can in the water. And that makes you feel this angry or sad. So then you have this great idea, like, hey, why not I can recycle here at the park? So then you have this amazing idea and you want to go tell all of your friends and family. So as you're walking home, you run into Nanny Negativity, which she's the person who makes you give up your dreams, literally. So she comes and she tells you, you're too young for this. You don't got this time or the money. It depends who you are, but you're too young for this. You don't got the time or the money. You got to take care of your family. So this is like the worst idea you ever had. And then after she leaves and ruins your dreams, you go home without telling and forget it and trying to forget about that this idea had ever happened, which I don't want to happen to you. So I will tell you the 3 simple steps. So step number 1 is our ground. So it's believing. Believing is literally like believing. You want to believe that you can do something, because 99% of the time when you believe it, it happens. Actually 100% of the time you believe it, it can happen. So believing is like the strongest. That's why it's our base. But when we let negativity come, it will wash our base away. So, and we do not want that. So you want to try to block out negativity. Now, block out negativity. Especially if you have a great idea and a lot of people love it, you should block it. You should block out negativity and think about what you want instead of think about what makes you happy, literally. So number 2 is praying. So you're probably like, Riley, what does praying have to do with this? Well, you want to make sure God's on board with this, right? I mean, let's just say your parents on board, whoever watches you is on board, and then so you're like, but God's not on board. You haven't talked to God about this, even though He probably knows you haven't talked to Him like in prayer. You don't want to just say, God already knows. I'll just do it. You want to talk to Him about this because you want to make sure He's on board, because maybe this is not your purpose, the purpose He has set for you. Maybe your purpose is something else. So you want to talk to Him about it. And now you're probably asking, like, how do I know if He answers? Well, you'll know when He answers, because you'll know. I'm telling you. Like, let's just say you're watching TV. Someone says, oh, the environment needs help or something like that. You'll know. Watching the TV can help for once. The TV can help. God can talk to you through TV, through people, through books, and He can even talk to you when you're like silent and still and your brain is relaxed, you're doing nothing. You have this little inside voice that's talking to you. So you'll know when God talks to you. So yeah, our last one is do. So doing is literally part of it. A part of doing is, so first you have to make sure everyone's on board, especially if you're a kid. You want to make sure that your parents are on board, your grandma, your grandpa, whoever watches you is on board. Next, you want to start planning, because if you don't have a plan or a formation of what you want things to be like, it's not going to happen. And then next is the last part is actually doing it. So that means like so let's just say you're cleaning up the environment. So then you're probably like putting posters around, will help us recycling, all this stuff. And then you're telling your school about it, asking them to come. So like you're feeling good on the day. Like you're feeling like, I'm gonna get lots of people coming because I told almost the whole town. And then you probably only get like, let's just get 6 people show up. Don't be surprised if it doesn't turn out like a sensation overnight. I mean, it might happen, but it won't always happen. So don't be surprised if what you plan to do isn't really coming out good at first. So yeah, those are the 3 things you need to do to start being a hero. And another piece of advice is just trust in God. He's always gonna make sure that He's always gonna be with you through this time. And if you have troubles, you should just always tell Him about it. So just trust in God. So yeah, well, I think that's all I have for today. Remember to watch Heroes Part 2. Also remember to subscribe, share, thumbs up, and remember, smile.